Oh, we're live. Okay. Oh, you're not even at my channel?
I'm at your channel.
Okay, this didn't work. I'm still sitting lower than you.
Ah, here we are. We're live.
Oh. Well, why am I not in it if we're live?
Because there's a delay.
There's not that much of a delay. Go to the live part. Can you go to the... Oh, there's no one. No one has said anything yet.
Told you there's a delay.
Well, that's quite a delay. Let's see if we can watch on my iPad, because that's ridiculous. How can they call that live if it's like a minute late? Hello, if you can see me, we're trying to figure this out. Because I can't see myself right now, and I can't see you guys' comments, and I don't even have YouTube pulled up because Kevin pulled it up on his MacBook. My channel. Live. Okay, there's not as much of a delay here. Okay, there's not as much of a delay here. Okay, there's not as much of a delay here. Okay, that's annoying. Okay, now how do I see the chat? Okay. Says there's one person watching, which is probably me, because I'm here on the tablet.
Me.
I got hot. This gave me anxiety.
Yeah.
I'm like flustered and warm now. Okay, so we're gonna try to do a Q&A. It doesn't look like anyone's here yet. But I'm Devin, and this is my husband Kevin, if you're seeing this in the future. This is my first live.
My first live as well.
Okay.
Devin's trying to get situated.
Okay. A little more visible now.
Oh. Hey Chris!
How are you doing? Thank you for joining our first live. This is nerve-wracking. But it's good to see you. Thanks for coming to see us. I think I turned the ring light up too bright.
Oh. Oh.
How are you doing this morning, Chris?
Take your glasses off.
Well, then I can't see anything. Doing okay, just revamping my resume. Nice. Good luck. I hate writing. I hate having to fill out a resume or make a new one. Well, I've had a lot of jobs. I've moved around a lot, so it's not fun.
I just redone it myself.
Yeah, I need to get on. I just got an email the other day. Autumn wanted to add me on LinkedIn, and I haven't updated that in so long. I don't even want to add her because it's like, I don't know what jobs I have on there, like just my crappy old jobs from like when I was a teenager, so I need to update it.
I just done a lateral transfer from the fire service to the EMS side of the company that I work for.
Are you excited to start driving an ambulance?
I can't wait.
So we just watched Andrew's live. Chris says, I want a new job within my company. They make us reapply. Oh, I have to make sure my last year and a half of work are on it. Sorry, that's annoying.
That's what I had to do as well. I had to reapply for a new position. Same company, different umbrella.
You have any big plans for this year, Chris, aside from buying new handbags?
Yes, it is one of those fancy licenses that allows me to drive fast. But I'm in a big...
He doesn't drive fast, though. He drives slower than I do.
Okay, I'm sitting next to Mario Andretti here. But when it calls time for it, yes, I do have the license to drive very fast with flashing red lights.
But he's usually very safe.
I'm not a hero. I'm just doing my job.
So, I was afraid of going live because of this dead space. I don't know what to do in the dead space.
Hello, Melissa.
Melissa, hello. I love you. Is it still snowy up there? Chris says he wants to save $14K this year. Not sure how, but he really, really wants a home before he's 30. Okay, so my advice, Chris, is to not spend the small amounts, because it's the little dollar spending that gets you. Like when you buy a $1 candy bar or when you buy a $200 bag, it's those little kind of things that really add up.
Yes, oh, wow. A foot of snow, Melissa.
Oh, that's awesome.
It is rainy, cold, and wet here.
It's... Kevin, you're bouncing the camera. Like, I think once a year ago it snowed enough for me to go sledding, but it never snowed enough.
It was last year. Year before last. Because we just started a new year.
You're bouncing the camera with your foot, because this thing moves. If you move at all, it shakes. I'm just telling you, if you didn't know, you're bouncing the camera. Oh, my little hover card finally came up.
Well, it's about freaking time.
Does it only come up on the live streams?
I don't know.
Well, that's exciting. Yeah, I'm good about not spending huge amounts, but $50 never seems like a lot until I get to the end of the month and I'm broke. Yeah, I'm horrible about every other day I want to go shopping and buy something, and I used to, well, you can see behind me, I used to have a habit of ordering a new Coach bag, like at least once a week or something, because they're affordable. They're only like $100 or $200 compared to luxury brands. So it's easier for me to justify buying something like that. But this year, I want me and Kevin to get a house, and I really want to travel. So I have to stop buying little $100 and $200 bags, because that adds up to $1,000 really quickly. And I really do want a house, and I really want to travel this year.
Hello, life is beautiful. Thanks for joining us.
Hello. Good to see you. So yeah, I really want to go. I want to go to Japan with Mary Caitlin eventually. And she wants to go to China as well. She has a sister and a nephew that live in China. So I would like to do that with her. And then I'm hoping this year me and my Nana can make it to London and Paris. But that's the goal, is for me and Kevin to get a house and for me and Nana to go to London and Paris. And I've already applied for my passport, so that should be here like in March, assuming it gets approved.
So, Chris, the story about the chickens. The chickens are actually my sister's, and she lives in the house with us. And so the videos that you see with the chickens, Devin just goes down and lets them out and lets them roam the yard while
I love the chickens.
While he's filming his videos.
They make me so happy. I love to play with them. They're silly. They're so much fun.
Well, Chris, to answer your question, how does one transport chickens? Typically, you would put them in a box with holes in it.
My Aunt Jane told me she was thinking about disliking one of my videos because I had the chickens in them, and she got attacked by a chicken as a child. But I love them. They make me happy. So.
Most country folk have at least been attacked by a chicken once or twice.
I never have. I had to, when I was in Boy Scouts, I would collect the eggs, and I would like run in there screaming with my arms flailing around, and they would all just run out of the coop as fast as they could, and feathers would fly everywhere, and then I would get their eggs.
I would be scared to death of you as a chicken if you come running and screaming at me.
I love goats. Our neighbors next door have goats. They're the cutest, if you guys have ever seen those.
Yes.
And then our other neighbor has a horse and a mule.
Mo. And cows.
And cows.
So, yes, Chris, chickens do have a huge personality. Each one is unique to themselves.
I love Donna's red chicken. It's really sweet. It hurts, but it'll always come up to you. It'll bite you looking for food, but that was like one of the first babies to run up to me and jump in my hands.
My sister raises her chickens by hand. Literally in her hands all the time till they're big enough to go outside.
Yeah, they're her babies. She's slept with them in her bed before when it was too cold outside. I like eating chicken too.
I just smoked one the other day.
I love Long John Silver's, the like fish fry chicken. Oh, and Ritz Cracker chicken. We were just watching Andre's live, and they were talking about breaded chicken, and it made me really want some Ritz Cracker chicken. You just take like Ritz crackers and mash them up and dip your like little chicken slices in butter, and then
you deep fry it or bake it.
She's right behind us, honey. She's on the other side of the camera, but I obviously can't show her. She's sleeping. I was attacked by a turkey.
It is called a pullet, Chris. A baby turkey is called a pullet.
Yeah, she's in a good mood. She just had breakfast. Did I finish my Ritz Cracker chicken story? So no. Ritz Cracker chicken, you just dip. So you take chicken breast, cut it into strips, dip it into butter, dip it into Ritz Cracker chicken, and then you bake it in the oven at 350 for 30 minutes. And then you eat it with mashed potatoes. It's really good.
I figured you would get some comedic relief out of this.
Love you, honey. So does anyone have any questions for us? I see... How many people are in the chat? I can't even see how many people are here. One watch. It's only honey watching.
11.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, Shiloh, I'm here. Found you through the amazing Winnie. Winnie's one of my best friends in the whole world. Hi, Shiloh. How are you doing today? I don't live far from Winnie. Oh, well, I might run into you sometime. We live in Knoxville. Winnie lives in Johnson City, I believe.
So who has a question?
I'm in Corbin, Kentucky.
Oh, Lord, you're just right over the hill.
See, remember I told you I didn't want to go live because I didn't want to be constantly asking people to ask questions.
Thanks, Melissa.
Thanks, Melissa.
No, it is not a sandwich.
I love chili dogs, though. But I wouldn't call it a sandwich. Cereal considered soup. That's a good one. I guess it could be.
No, because soup is served hot.
It's breakfast cold soup. You can have cold soups.
Only if by choice. Most people prefer their soup warm. What type of racing did she do, Shiloh?
That's cool. I've already bought, well, actually, Kevin bought them, but I picked them out, a whole pack of Sanrio cars for my sister's niece. She's not even a year old yet, but years down the road she can use them. Also, they have remote controlled Hot Wheel cars now. Did you guys know that? I'm so excited to get her one of those. What about gazpacho? It's cold soup. I've never heard of gazpacho. How about oatmeal or cream of wheat?
Hello, Kaylee. How are you?
Hey, Kaylee. Love
Thanks
you so
for
much.
joining us. Gazpacho, that is... I can't think of the cuisine that is from.
She raced mini cup cars and started moving up to late model cars. She ran her car around Bristol a few times. That's cool. I'm good, just came from Andrew. Yeah, it was Andrew who inspired me to go live. I've never gone live before.
No, well, not just Andrew.
No, it was just Andrew. What?
Okay, fine. Gazpacho, yes, is traditionally a cold soup, but it is... I want to say it's Italian.
Says what? Hello, Susanna. Good to see you. I love you.
Hello, pretty lady. How are you, darling? What do you mean by mini cup cars?
Mini cup cars. Just wanted to give you guys some eye candy while we're waiting for.
Hello, Shelly. How are you? We are having a wonderful weekend.
We're working, but love you, Seth. We just watched, what was that movie we just watched with Jennifer Lopez on Amazon Prime?
Shotgun Wedding.
Shotgun Wedding. It was really good. You guys have to go watch that if you have Amazon Prime. Have we seen anything else good lately?
Excuse me. No, not right off the top of my head. I don't.
The Great is a really good show if you guys have never seen that. I don't remember what streaming service it was on, but it was about
Hulu.
Catherine the Great. That was hilarious. If you guys like period pieces and comedies. They're a half-scale NASCAR car, just like the big cars, only tiny. That is so cool. This is unrelated, but I like to drive really fast. I get so annoyed with how slow people drive in Tennessee.
He kills me. So
I don't watch Drag Race. I've been watching on TikTok. Sugar and Spice are on there, and I like to watch their little like TikTok videos. And so I've seen some of that recently, but I usually don't watch Drag Race. But I do like a lot of the queens from Drag Race. And also Juno Birch. I love her so much. Obviously, Trixie and Katya. They're my favorites.
So they're like a go-kart, but they're not a go-kart.
I've gone over 100 in my Altima.
Let's spread some more incriminating information.
Well, you know, on the trip, everyone goes 100 on that road on the way back from... can't remember if it's on the way to Nashville or the way back, but there's a little strip where everyone goes that fast. Yeah, I'm happy to watch the highlights. I did drag a few times, but I found, at least in Oklahoma, there was only like one queen who was nice to me and like embraced me, and the rest of the queens were kind of cruel to me, so that kind of pushed me away from drag culture. But yeah, I still like to watch, I guess, the little where they lip sync for their lives. I'll watch those. I love Bob the Drag Queen.
Kaylee, we are going to Atlanta February 9th and 10th.
I wish I could do makeup like Sugar and Spice, Melissa. Oh, I'm so excited to go to Atlanta. We're going Atlanta. He's taking me to Hermes next month. I want to look at sandals. He said he's going to get me some sandals. So we're going to go look. I want to look at the, I'm sure I'm not pronouncing them right, but I want to look at the Izmir sandals and the Chipper sandals. I'm not going to try to say it in French, but you know what I'm talking about. The like, the Izmir is the like H across the foot, and then the Chipper or whatever has the extra strap. But I think that one only comes in navy. So I want to look at the gold. I think in the women's section it's called the Oran sandals.
Yeah, Kaylee said the Oran.
Yeah, but they just have different they have different names for the men's section. But yeah, it's the Oran sandal. So I want to get either a navy pair or a gold pair. And then I want to look at all the other stores there because we don't have luxury shopping in Knoxville. You have to drive to Nashville. And they only have a couple. I think they have like a Louis Vuitton, and that might be about it.
Yes, Chris, that's a common thing to happen, is not being able to find shoes in the appropriate size.
Thanks, Chris. I'll just be happy if they're not like horribly snooty to me and throw my shoes at me, which Kevin was wanting to order the shoes online and pick them up in the store. And I told him if we did that, then they would probably just like throw the sandals at me and tell me to get out. Because I've heard so many horror stories about Hermes. Get a big suitcase for all the goodies we're bringing back. We're not doing that because we are saving for a house and for travel. So Kevin's buying me the one pair of shoes, and then I'm going to try to stick to window shopping outside of that. There is a Gucci outlet, so...
Shiloh, thanks for coming. It was so good to see you.
Have the best day, Shiloh. Thanks for coming to see us. Thanks for coming to my first live.
And Kaylee, we're taking down my Tahoe, so there'll be plenty of room to bring back stuff.
Honey said, what was with the comments about Mormon and Baptist the other day? That's because I hear a lot of people calling the Mormon church a cult, and it just kind of rubs me the wrong way because it doesn't seem different to me than any other religion, but I know there are things that make it different than other cults. What's with the suitcase to go? I just don't like organized religion, honey. That was just a rant. It was just something I felt like I needed to get off my chest. And also, because I feel like the Mormon church is very misunderstood, because to me, growing up in it, it just seemed like any other Christian church. So that's why it rubs me the wrong way when people call it a cult, because it doesn't feel any different than any other form of Christianity that I experienced anyway. But I'm happy for people to believe whatever they want, as long as they're not doing harm to others. I think kindness is the most important thing.
Shelly, I am so sorry to hear that. But yes, we're trying to have a wonderful day.
Thanks for coming by, Shelly. Thanks for coming to our first live. I hope you have a good day at work. Sorry you have to work.
Oh, we're working.
Technically. We got an easy job. Are you just going to Hermes or any other? So there's a Dior right beside Hermes. Aside from that, I'm not sure what
we're going to all the shops.
I definitely want Gucci and Versace are my favorites, so I definitely want to go there. I watched a video yesterday about how a lot of luxury brands are still not paying their workers adequately, and even like in Italy, they have Chinese workers working for less than living wages for like proper luxury houses. So I already felt kind of uncomfortable with as much as luxury prices have been going up lately, but that made me really take a step back and be like, okay, what am I really spending my money on? And I'm a label whore. That's fine. I like my label whore bags, but I think in the future I want to well, I definitely want to spend less money on my handbags. I want to invest more in my clothes. I think I have enough handbags right now, and I don't really want to like sell them and get new ones. I think I'm kind of at purse piece. Obviously, there will always be new bags that I want, but I have so many bags right now. I always have a bag for whatever outfit I need. I'm never in need of a new bag, so for right now, I want to invest in other things, especially a house and traveling, because I really like traveling and I haven't got to do that as much as I would like to.
Chris says, I've never been to Atlanta, but I've heard the shopping is top tier. I've never been shopping in Atlanta. I have been through Atlanta. I have driven through Atlanta, but I've never stopped in Atlanta. So this will be an experience for both of us.
Yeah, I've never been shopping in Atlanta either, Chris. I'm very excited. Kaylee says, I'll love Dior. Kaylee, they actually have bad reviews online, the store there, but I'm glad to hear you say that. You know, the first time I went in Dior, I saw a Lady Dior bag, and I asked a sales associate what the CD on the handle stood for. And I felt so dumb when she said Christian Dior. It's like, oh, okay. Stores are good. Yeah. I asked Andrea today what her favorite place in the world was, and my first thought was the beach when she said when she asked what everyone else's favorite places were. But then my second thought was luxury stores, because I love looking at all the offerings in luxury stores. Yeah, I totally agree with you, Kaylee. I'm very excited. All I want to do on vacation is eat and shop, and then waking up to the sunrise is my favorite thing in the world. Having coffee or tea or water and watching the sun come up is the best thing. Okay, well, I think we might end the live here, just because we didn't really prepare this. I was curious how going live worked.
This is more of a whim and an experiment.
So I'm excited we figured out how to do it, and I really appreciate you guys for being here. And hopefully we can figure out how to better fill the empty space next time we go live.
We have already booked our hotel. I wouldn't know. Kaylee, I'm sorry. We are staying at a hotel. Chris, I have no idea how I would lay hands on kangaroo meat.
I imagine I would think it would be illegal. Can you buy kangaroo meat in the United States?
Oh, Caleb just jumped on. Hello, Caleb.
Hey, Caleb. Thanks for joining. Well, I think we're about to end, but thanks for coming to see us anyway.
Unfortunately, I have a meeting I've got to get to. So, guys, thanks for joining us and the questions.
I'm so excited we figured out how to go live, so we can go live again in the future. Maybe I'll have more to talk about next time. I was thinking about buying a Lego set and building it, so maybe that's something we could do during a live. And then I could respond to comments as I build a Lego set.
Or while I'm cooking us dinner. That seemed to go over well.
I don't want to eat a kangaroo, Chris. They're too cute. I love you guys. Have the best day. Thank you so much for coming to see us. Have the best day, Caleb. Bye, Kaylee. Love you. Bye, Chris. Love you guys. Have the best day.
Bye, y'all.
Okay, how do I stop it? I don't know how to stop it.